Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more. Are you Dublin or Dublout in Crusader Kings 3? Here we go. Here we go. Let's make sure everything's working here. We did have some technical issues this morning. Hello, me. We did have some technical issues this morning. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right. We are back. We are back with some more Crusader Kings 3. Okay, what are we doing? What are we actually doing here? This is the Crusader Kings run, we do a week in between these episodes, so I just gotta like refresh myself on what's happening here. So we've united Ireland, we did that, right? Are we doing any other achievements? I don't think we're creating a faith or murdering our spouse. We could try to complete a legend. Become blood brothers. Every perk in a lifestyle. I don't know. Let's see. What could we do? I'm definitely not learning 10 languages. Host a funeral for your legend protagonist, huh? Oh, complete your ancestor's legend after their death. We might actually be able to do that. How is our legend going? Let's see. Where do we see that? Yeah, actually, where do we see that? Ooh, illegitimate ruler. This is not good. We got to work on that. Well, okay, before we do that, let's see here. We got a lot of money. So let's try to build up. I would love to be able to go to the next level of castle. But we need the battlements innovation. Now, I am the cultural head. We have battlements. But there it is. So we're not learning this for like 22 years. Quite a bit of time, huh? There's a 35% chance to gain that much progress each month. Okay, yeah. So we do need to increase our development. What is our level of development? Like in here. Okay, not great, not great. Let's take a look at our council. Now, which one is it again that... Yeah, domestic affairs. Oh, not you. Yeah, here we go. Increase development in county. Okay, so you're increasing Dublin. That's good. All right, everything else is looking good. Now, where do we want to expand to next? You know, something I noticed that's too bad is that so my half sister, her daughter lives down here in Brittany, but she has a claim to some of this Welsh land, but she's too far away for us to interact with, which is too bad. So I would like to get some of this Welsh land. Now, this is my niece, so we do have a tie there. Could try to marry some of the kids together. Fortunately, that one's all married off. Hmm. 9 years old, he's a compassionate gambler. Let's see. Do I have a daughter that we could marry off to that guy? I forget who this guy is. Oh yeah, Iceland. Yeah, we do have a thing going with Iceland. Yeah, she could use a spouse. Whoa. This 70-year-old guy? Oh my god. Yeah, no, no, no. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we'll look at alliance power. Now, I want to... Okay, so, Judith. Princess Judith. So show me your second son here. So they will accept it. Yeah, they won't accept a matrilineal marriage. Now, the thing is, though, do we already have an alliance with her? Hey, hey, Dev Twitch, hello, hello. Hey, I'm playing CK3, that's right. How do you like it? Oh, I love CK3. This was actually my first Paradox game. I played this before I got into Victoria 3. It's just when I discovered Victoria 3, it kind of overtook my CK3 playing time. So I always love to go back to CK3. But I love it. I love this game. Though, I did put it down for... I had put this game down for quite a while. Oh, I forgot that. Only saw Vic streams. Yeah. I mean, I definitely stream Victoria 3 much more than this one. And I didn't stream this one for very long, other than I did a couple episodes early on in my streaming life, and then there was this series that we're doing. So yeah, we're doing this one, and then I will be doing a couple episodes of All Under Heaven when that comes out at the end of the month. I can't believe that's almost here. You know, I kind of forgot it was like the end of October that one was coming out. Just today, I just got reminded. Yeah, so I know so many kids, right? So many kids. Well, this is my guy Shananel. This was his like first crush in childhood. So these guys got married like pretty quick. It's been so long, I feel, since the last DLC, but I also didn't get cons. Oh yeah, I got like the season pass that they had put out, so I've just been kind of accumulating them. A lowborn, yeah, that's right. She is. You know, she's the. It was true love in childhood. How could you pass up that? Yeah. I mean, I guess if you count the Coronations DLC, that one was recent, but that got canned quite a bit. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh yeah. So do we already have? Yeah, we already have an alliance with her, so I guess a marriage there would be kind of pointless. I need to build something. I want to start building something before we unpause. So I can't upgrade the castle yet. I haven't touched this game since last summer. But it is great. Yeah. Yeah, this is a game you kind of like come in and out of. Yeah, that's kind of how I play it too. Like it's always fun once you put it down for a little bit and then come back to it. Fun to see your take on it. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I have a couple plays that I always genuinely do. Since I'm Algerian, I always love to start off as Algier and Tanas and then try to build up. So that's one play I do. And then another play I love doing in this game is starting off as just the Earl of Cornwall. And I like it because at the game start there's a character that you can take, and he's just the Earl of Cornwall here. So you're starting off with just one county in England and then trying to like build yourself up as like a dynasty in England. So that's usually my go-to plays in this. All Under Heaven should be amazing, but I'm worried about my CPU. They need a North... Oh, yes. I've been saying that for so long. I would love a North Africa DLC. I would love a North Africa DLC in Victoria 3, to be honest with you. But man, a North Africa DLC in Victoria 3, I would be all over that. So, oh wait, I haven't actually looked at the specs of All Under Heaven. Is it going to be like heavy CPU? Now I gotta look. All right, hold on. We'll get back. We'll unpause the game at one point here. I gotta look at this. All under heaven. Let's see. The recommended. Okay, okay. Mine will be able to handle this. See, I'm worried because after Europa Universalis 5 released their recommended specs, I was like, oh boy. Vic 3 needs like 5 more DLCs, yeah. Then be perfect, exactly, yeah. But they're adding them, they're adding them. They're all, so far all the DLCs have been really good. Yeah, so they just need to keep releasing more. I don't know if they've said anything, but I could imagine it's not going to be great. Get ready for the performance trauma. Oh, you haven't looked at EU5s? Oh my god, wait till you look at the CPU requirements of EU5. Holy hell. It's quite a bit. Alright, let's... Oh, wait, no, I said I was going to build something for pause. So, military schools. I think we could... Maybe... Actually, no. You know what? Yeah, no. I need to increase development. I need to increase development. What can I do here? Damn, none of these things are increasing development. Alright, what about in Athlone? Damn. Alright, what else do I own? I own this one. None of these buildings are doing that. Really, this one won't... Oh, development growth. Oh, this one does. Okay. So we're at level 2, the fishing net weavers. So let's do a trade port. We need 306. Okay. So we'll wait till we get that. Cyber Monday, I might need a new CPU. Yeah, that's gonna be it. I feel like they need to make a commercial that's like Europa Universalis 5 brought to you by GeForce Now. Literally. GeForce Now is gonna get like a big uptick of people just from EU5, I feel like. Let's see. Can I link a game to get your take on it? Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. Ireland is a fun place to play. Yeah, this has been really fun. I do enjoy a good Ireland run. It's like the starter country of this game, but it's always fun. Trying to figure out the cheapest way to get GTA 6. Yeah. Yeah, that one luckily has been pushed back because there's so many games coming out in the next couple months. Crossing the courtyard, I'm pleased to finally hear someone appreciating my Chancellor, Jiri. Oh, don't listen to those sour grapes, Earl Ruidiri warbles. You're the best Chancellor Ireland has had in ages, at least that I know of. For a moment, I'm sure I spot Earl Tag in the shadowed stables across the quad, eye twitching before he melts into the darkness. What's going on? At last, a fellow connoisseur of character. Oh man, I don't want to pay 65 for this. Yeah, I can take the stress. Is this guy my current... Oh, he's my current Chancellor. I want to get a rivalry with that. Ugh. Alright, fine. We'll take that. We'll take that. I don't own a console, so... And don't want to spend 500 just for GTA 6. Let me take a look at this. Wait, so what is this linking to? Oh, this page looks interesting. So what is this about? Pax Histora, whatever? I forgot you need to make an account, but it's like an AI map game, and I think it's so exciting. Oh, very cool. Oh man, cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah. You got me a map game. A walk through Dublin reveals something deeply unpleasant. A plague has arrived in this once thriving metropolis. The lumpy skin of the diseased is bright red and painful to the touch. They sweat even in the cold, and they have the look of a leper in their eyes. Already, people are calling this affliction Scots boils. Ugh. And it is happening on my own doorstep. While numbers remain low, it's only a matter of time until it spreads further. Yeah, let's summon the physician. It's AI, but it's like so interesting. Okay. Is it like a specific time period or something like that? The dim, flickering light of Cecily's infirmary illuminates the scene as the physician lays out a plan of attack. Those afflicted by Scots boils are besieged by red spots like I've never seen before. My recommendation as a professional is that we take a light approach to prevent the spread. After all, we do not wish to hurt the economy. Ultimately, the exact strategy for preventing the spread of this plague is mine to make. Let's do a soft approach, huh? It would seem the moderate approach has proven successful, with the slow in spread of disease symptoms among the commoners. Though the impact is quite minimal, it should at least grant more time to work on a more permanent solution. You like type what you want to do and you chat with other nations. In between turns, the AI calculates the effects on a global level. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, is she sick now? She's got the measles. Oh my god, my doctor's got the measles. Oh, my son falls ill. Oh no, wait, what happened? What happened? Judith! Oh, she got the measles? Sickness and pestilence continues its harrowing march through Ireland, laying low peasant and noble alike. That brutal, indiscriminate truth rarely lays itself bare until moments like these. My stomach twists and writhes in silent agony as the body of my daughter Judith is borne past me. Physicians and healers worked from dawn until dusk to save her, but their grim faces told everyone more than they would say. So young, so full of promise. So many more left to die like this. God delivers. And I was just about to send her away to get married to someone. I should have sent her away. Oh my god. It's like every time period in fantasy, it's kind of a money sink, but you get like a couple hours of playtime for free. It's like a D&D map game. Oh my god, that kind of sounds cool, other than like the microtransaction thing. Yeah, very cool. I'm going to check it out. A hurried slapping of feet gives me scant warnings before the door bursts open and Fernand, wild-eyed, barges into the room. My lord, he stammers, dumping an entire armful of parchment missives onto my desk. My lord, I have just returned from Oriel, and you would not believe the devastation. Death and destruction stalk the land. Thousands lie dead in the street. Sifting through the equally hysterical piles of vellum, I try and make sense of it all. Last I had heard, the outbreak of Oriel was fairly restricted. Okay. So we can, yeah, we'll send some supplies. Alright, let's pause for a second. Maybe we need to seclude everybody. Isolate the capital, yeah. We'll isolate the capital. I won't enter seclusion, though. I did one run as a Papal States where I did a papal plot across the Christian world where I got the bishops to mess with the kings and the peasants to rise up. Then one is the Soviet Union where Stalin when good and made a global commie utopia. Very interesting. Hmm. I'll have to. That sounds pretty cool. No, no. Let's not do seclusion. Oh, here. Oh, we got somebody here. You know, if you're sick with the measles, maybe you should go home. If the topic of my bumbling caravan master Emmer's breadth of expertise or lack thereof has been a growing subject of ribaldry. On reflection, her talents do leave quite a bit to be desired. Chief among her detractors is my wife, High Queen Elbrig, who makes no effort to hide her contempt. Come, my liege, Emmer sputters, or splutters over the tittering court after her confused understanding of caravans has been roundly mocked yet again. I am good at my job, aren't I? Hmm. Um... So, we decrease her salary. She loses 15 opinion of me. And I'll... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Are you going for an achievement this run? Not really. I was looking at them. I don't know which one we could really do. We are doing a legend, so maybe yeah. I would like to complete the legend and then what was the other one? There was another one with a legend. Host a funeral for your legend protagonist. No, complete your ancestors' legend after their death. So I guess we're doing that. The Ireland achievement I already have. So I guess we don't have that one. I gotta look through all these these achievements at some point. Yeah, the RP aspect of this is fantastic. Yeah, and the game I have tried the Game of Thrones mod. I do love that one. Someday I should do a series on here of that with Game of Thrones mod. Oh, good. My son recovered from the measles. Lately, I have been pondering the education of my son, Darthaden. Is diplomacy really the appropriate direction? Since being trained in intrigue myself, I have found that particular knowledge to serve me well. Surely, it should do the same for him. No, stay on education. And then, let's take a look at the military here. Wait, none of them are stationed? That's weird. I was thinking earlier it's cool what they turned this game into from CK2. Oh, really? What was CK2 like? I never played CK2. It's a very accessible Sims map game, which is dope. Is that not what CK2 was? I always assumed it was kind of like that, I guess, but I never played it. I should try it out because I have seen Crusader Kings 2 is free on Steam. I've always thought about downloading it and giving it a try. Alright, I want to expand some of these regiments. We should probably increase this. And then, yeah, let's increase... Oh, we need another 52 for that. Okay. CK2 was complicated, not as visually standing out. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's why I find a lot of the games it's hard to go back on. I never played Victoria 2, and I want to try it, but it just looks like going backwards in graphics is just so difficult. CK3 is definitely missing a lot of cool stuff from 2, but their market research is right in what they did for 3. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So was CK2 wasn't as much of like an RP one as this is? Um, Princess Duwaiwi of Deheubarth has announced to the world that she and her vassals have converted to Lollardy. Having become disillusioned with the teachings of the Catholic priests, the nobles of Deheubarth no longer consider the clergy to be righteous and true and are distancing themselves from their former religious institutions. They are instead professing themselves Lollards, whose doctrines they feel better align with God's will. No, we're not switching. It was, but you had to imagine it more. Oh, and it was harder to navigate. Oh, interesting, interesting. See, yeah, I've only played CK3. I can't imagine. My niece converted. I can't imagine Crusader Kings not being like that. Whoa, everybody's converting to this. What is this? Denouncing many common Christian sacraments like baptism and confession, Lollards hold that the Holy Bible is the only valid source of Christian doctrine, and that any teachings not directly based on it are inherently illegitimate. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I can quite put my finger on what it is. It could have been I was bad and didn't understand it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, one day I should do like a Back to the Future day. A Paradox Back to the Future day. Do some CK2 and Vicky 2. A wild Sunset Invasion DLC, huh? Where the Aztecs invade. Whoa. See, that is cool. See, I've always thought it would be cool if, like, we could do something in North or South America. That's why I love the idea that they're expanding the map, because maybe at some point we could expand the map this way. I mean, I know these worlds were very, like, different, so maybe there could be, like, an offshoot game or something. Because that would be cool. Like they find Leif Erikson and steal Viking ships. Oh my god. It was like an off-map thing. I might have to load up some... My wife is pregnant again? She's 40 years old. I mean, you can have children then. But I'm just saying, like, I thought I was done with all that. I might have to get me some CK2 and try that. China was an off-map thing too. Oh. Wow. My Chancellor Jiri comes to me with news regarding a mighty endeavor for Hamcuts. He tells me that he has located multiple records that attest that High King Ian of Meath was more than a mere High King. His right as ruler of Empire of Britannia was given to him by an angel. Whoa. So King Ian of Meath was our original character here. This messenger from heaven promised that the House of Hamcuts would forever rule the Empire of Britannia and enact God's will on earth. Though an incredible claim, if I could get enough people to believe it, none would question my rule. Ooh, House Hamcuts gains Angelic Foundation for 15 years. Ooh, which one will it be? The claim is believable. All right. You had like a button to interact with China, a China screen. Oh my god, that's cool. That's cool. I gotta try that now. Maybe because you can get CK, like I said, you can get CK2, the base game, for free. I wonder how much a DLC for that would cost now. Let's see. Now I'm curious. So CK2 free. Whoa, there was a lot of DLC for this. So what was that DLC called? Oh, interesting. You can pay $10 to get an EU4 converter. Oh, here it is. Sunset Invasion. $5. Oh, there's an ad. Oh, apologies. Yeah, no. So I was looking up how much a DLC for CK2 would, or CK2 would cost, because you can get the base game for free on Steam. So yeah, this one you're talking about, it costs $4.99. That's pretty cool. All right, so what are we doing? Oh, my son, or is it a son? Oh, Elberg, you've been so brave, so strong. Words cannot describe my love for you. And now we have a perfect little son. It is a son. Who will you become, my child? Flan. We're not going to name him after bread. Benedict. Benedict Hamcuts. That's a good name. What's this? What's this? One of your courtiers or guests has an inspiration. Donata Masher has the metalsmith inspiration. She wants to forge regalia. Okay, let's do it. Do we have anything? No. Yeah, that's about it. So if you have Sunset Invasion, and then convert the save, and then convert the save to EU4, the New World in EU4 is like super devved, and there are a bunch of alt fiction native nations that are advanced. It was super cool. Oh my god, that's pretty cool. See, I'm kind of excited for when EU5 comes out, the converter that you can do from EU5 to Victoria 3. Maybe at some point on the stream we do one of the like half mega run EU5 through Victoria 3. Although EU5 is going to span 500 years, that'll be difficult to do. Jerry busily jots down my words as I dictate them. I must be careful with my choice. Merchu, my neighboring ruler, could well be swayed to support my cause in spreading the word of a mighty endeavor for ham cuts. But the wrong phrasing may come off conceited, perhaps. A pause. Jerry does too, patiently waiting. What would he want to hear? Oh yeah, this is the King of Alba. Surely an appeal to neighborly friendship. Yeah, that's what I would assume, right? All right, he starts promoting it. Okay, hold on. Where do we see this? I forget where here. Oh, Legends. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. Few bearing the name of Hamcuts have done so much for their dynasty as High King Shananel of Ireland. Who's ransoming? Who's ransoming what? Ransoming what? I am willing to release Rogalith from my care, but freedom does not come free. Consider my offer. Sure. Actually, do we have any? Okay, we don't have prisoners. It was super cool. EU5 should be a whole ton of fun. Yeah, I'm excited for EU5. I'm starting to make some dev diary videos for it, and we're gonna Definitely put that. We're gonna have some streaming sessions of that. Oh, I see. Oh, my legend, like, spreads to other lands, I see. EU5 is probably going to have a problem where it gets too easy like this one. Oh, you think so? Interesting. EU4 had that problem. I think 80% of players or something only play 150 years after start. That's true. That's true. But that seems to be the case for all, like, Grand Strategy and 4X games, right? Like, if you look at Steam, the achievement in Victoria 3 for completing the entire 100-year run, very few people have it. So even in Victoria 3, where you're just doing 100 years, a lot of people don't have that. And then, like, I think it was something like for Civilization 6, there was like a like vast majority of players never completed their run, which is, I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but why they wanted to do the, like, or what inspired them to do the civilization switching so that it's like 3 different games basically. But that kind of backfired on them. I don't think I've played an Iron Man game. It's like 200 hours of Vic 3. Yeah, I haven't done an Iron Man run in Vic 3 for a very, very long time. The fact that you don't need Iron Man for achievements kind of makes it so I don't want to do that. I do feel like at one point I want to do a stream where it's an Iron Man run, but man, I do consider myself Lord Save Scum. Not being able to save scum that's a commitment. Recently, I feel like I am not worthy to be High King. Do others doubt themselves as I doubt myself? I try to be good, generous, but no matter how much I give away, there's always someone, another begging bowl outstretched. Others do not seem to have these problems. Damn this universe for placing such responsibilities on a wretch like me. Oh, man. I don't want to do that. We're going to drink more. Amen. Yep. There's nothing wrong with a save scum. I said it on the stream the other night. I feel like any game you do, especially Paradox games, you are allowed one save scum. I think that is my rule on this channel. Every stream is allowed, or not every stream, every run is allowed one save scum. Ooh, my beneficiary, Donata, approaches me with a frown, burnt eyebrows, and some bent metal. My lord, I mean no disrespect, but this forge of yours, let's just say that if you want the regalia to be at all elegant, you're going to have to invest in a new one. Okay. And we gain new forge. Oh, we got a higher garrison size. all right. Let's do it. So this thing here. Oh, what is this? The Red Hand of Ulster. I don't know this. It is said that in Ireland's early days, a promise was made that the first to lay their hand on Ulster would be given claim to it. Oh no, Stefania died! She was the Queen of Jerusalem, my half-sister. To be made High King of... to be made High King of Ireland. It was our ancestor who had the wit to slice off his own hand and hurl it into Ulster, staining the emerald grass with his blood. Oh my god. Let's promote that one. As I promenade down the stairs and across the courtyard, I reach one of the corridors from where the servants usually watch the children. But it's not them that I find. Cecily's voice reaches me, loud and clear, and I can see myself among the stone pillars. What has High King Ian done anyway? Was there any of us there to see his so-called legend that High King Shannon so proudly makes us sing now? Yeah, what? Nope. We're gonna do that. A flawed jewel. Distracted by affairs of court. I let news of my metalsmith Donata be delayed more and more. Now work has completely stalled on my regalia, and it seems I was not entirely to blame. I am told Donata spends her funding drinking mead and clowning in the taverns of Dublin. At last, I demand that she is brought before me. The Legends was a fun DLC. They just need more of them. Yeah, I'm actually having kind of fun with it. This was one of the things that came out during a time I wasn't playing the game, so this is like my first real endeavor into it. Japan is mad at me for trying to hold a summit to unite China. They claim China is a national security issue. Oh, is this in that other game you linked to? Yeah, I think we'll do this one. Oh no, it'll be lower quality. Alright, we'll do that. How do I promote this legend? Oh. My niece has Crusader Queen. Lately, my efforts to impress have fallen flat. My friendship with Queen Nulina is still standing on shaky ground. It's a mess. However, I've got a brilliant idea. I'll have my beneficiary, Donata, add a dedication to the masterpiece she is making. The flattered dedicatee will be deeply touched by my generosity and munificence, and will have no choice but to like me more. Ah, I guess we can be friends. I was kind of thinking about going to war with you, but we keep going in circles, having an ideological debate. That's pretty cool. Alright. What was that? I feel like something happened, but nothing popped up. Oh, here it is. I settle into my bed, as snug and comfortable as a babe betwixt its mother's breasts. But right as my heavy eyes at last close for some rest, I shoot up in my bed and I see a figure sit down beside me. To my horror, it's none other than my deceased friend, Artur. He callously cackles at me as I shriek in horror. Come now, Chananel. Is that any way to greet an old friend? I come to you with a warning. You are the reason Bebin Ua Edasien is now in heaven. I don't even know who that is. You must repent for what you've done. I learned the hard way that every sin we commit incurs a debt to God, my friend, and he is not forgiving of his debtors. What? Who is this? Oh, was executed on your orders. I don't even remember why. She must have been like a witch or something. Damn, I gain 88 stress. Yeah, let's do this one. Oh no, you're going insane. I am going insane, right? Yikes, buddy. Yikes. Not good when you start seeing ghosts. Whoa, oh. Jerusalem. Oh, that's right. My half-sister was her mother. So let's pause here. So, oh my god. She's now the Queen of Jerusalem. And so part of Wales is now the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Oh my god. What a world. Yeah, Jerusalem is in Wales. Okay, can we go after this guy, this person? Can we take this? I feel like this guy looks like Harry Kane. The Bible is about some mad lads, some British blokes. Yeah. Oh my god. Welcome to Wrexham, based in the Kingdom of Jerusalem. Let's see. So what kind of allies does this person have? They have quite a bit. They have some really good allies. Yikes. But we are... Are we allied with the King of England? We are. Okay, we have a stewardship perk. Popular opinion, that's good. Look at my guy just looking drunk as hell. If I wanted to go after this person... All titles held by Lollard rulers are seized, and any Catholic rulers are vassalized by you. Oh, we could do a holy war for the Kingdom of Wales. Their military strength is inferior to ours. Let's do a holy war for the Kingdom of Wales. You may only attempt one holy war against a kingdom to your title per lifetime. Let's do it. It's time for a holy war. And let's call all the allies in. Yes, let's get the King of England, the Queen of Jerusalem, and Iceland. What a war. A holy war for the Kingdom of Wales with Ireland, England, Jerusalem, and Iceland all joining in. Let's do it. Alright, that's what you're gonna wear to war, my guy? Man sees ghost. Crazy timeline where Ireland borders Jerusalem. Yeah. It's so true. This is crazy. This is nuts. But let's go nuts. We might take the Kingdom of Wales here. Ooh. Oh wait, no, that's our ally. Good. Okay. Okay. So go after the capital there. Let's increase you. Me and Mustache Man made a pact to save everyone he doesn't like to the USA. I love hindsight, Congress mad. Excellent, excellent. Excellent timeline going on there. My god. There's some stuff happening. You know, honestly, when it comes to Ireland, so far this has been the guy. Not my first character. Ooh, although I'm gonna have a domain limit problem. Alright, we won the siege. What more can we take? So handsome, yeah. Yeah, he's handsome, he's beautiful and quick. But because... Oh, she got married now, huh? My daughter. But my wife is stupid. And so all my kids ended up, like, slow or something. Oh, she was good, but... Yeah, my heir is stupid. More myth than legend. A word, my lord. Guest Corpory approaches me. A worried look on his face. It's about legend. Earl Tag has been heard doubting it. The court gossip has started to echo him. If you don't stop it in time, I'm afraid every peasant in this realm will believe it's a lie. I could go for losing some stress, but I want to get this legend. People believe me. Nice. Here are his glasses, though. He can't be dumb. Yeah, I know, right? I love how the glasses look in this. It looks like sunglasses. At least he looks cool. Oh, no. My alliance with England is up? Yeah, let's get you married. Oh, do I not have any more daughters? Do I not have any more eligible daughters? My son, my son, my son. Oh yeah, Judith died. Wow. Too bad I married her off into Iceland. I would rather take in England. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, that's our side. Okay. Oh, we lost the knight. Dietmar. No, we were the one that had the, I don't know why our side was showing up in red. Legend promoter leaves. Oh, are you gonna try to take that back? Okay, so 4 months till we take that. Only 3 months there. Alright. Let's go take them out. Ah, the dangerous faction. Alright, well, we're at the hour mark. Alright, I'll deal with this guy in a second. We're at the hour mark, so we're going to take a quick break so that we don't get hit by ads. So we're going to pay homage to the god of ads. So we will be back in 90 seconds. Alright, we're back. We're back. Jeff Bezos. Oh no, what happened? My vassal Earl Tad approaches me with a confident smile. I would appreciate it if we could renegotiate my contract, my High King. Any improvement would, of course, be met with enthusiasm for my treasury or my lands. His feudal taxes here are reduced, but I get the earldom of Mayo. No, I don't want that because I can't take any more titles. So he pays 55 to me. Oh, he is a powerful vassal. Oh, so he wants... Alright, fine. Let's make him happy. Is there anything he can do well? Not really. You're not good at anything, my dude. You're not getting in there. Hey! Oh yeah, hello! Finally sitting down and unwinding after a long day to a good old ham cut stream. Nice! Nice. Long day. It was a long day of work. Or a long day of shenanigans. Um, hey, Nick Sparts, hello. I'd have told him off. I know, right as I clicked it, I was kind of like, eh. Because this is that was also, realized that's the guy I kind of have a rivalry with. Why would I have done that? No lower taxes. Maybe I'll just have him murdered. Oofed. I always forget I'm streaming on YouTube. We'll have him oofed. Or sorry, not oofed. We'll have him unalived. Oofed. Oofed is what my kids say when they talk about somebody being unalived. They oofed. The Battle of Sir Gerfedrin ended in an astounding victory. I eagerly listen to the messenger as he reads the report from my commander, Jarl Gear, and then turn to the soldiers before me. My lord, we cornered the remaining enemies as they made a valiant stand. They gave their lives protecting this banner. Yeah, let's take that banner. Honestly, both. Long day of blah at work, and then I ran around doing errands right after, because I'm taking a short trip this weekend. Oh, man. Yeah, rough day then. But that's cool, though, you're doing a trip. Anything fun? I am doing a stay-at-home weekend. Although there's stuff to do. We got a little kid's or one of my kids' friends' birthday to go to. Because there's always a birthday to go to. Let's see. I think we might be able to do this. He's King of Alba's promoting our legend again. Who is this? What are they called? Moray. Huh. Alright, I got an alliance with my son. Sounds good. As I lean over the map in my chamber, a sudden creak turns my head towards the entrance. My son Benedict appears. Oh, I forgot to give him someone teaching him. Appears at the threshold, toddling up to me at a surprise speed for his age. He wraps himself firmly around my leg, hugging me tight and leaning his head back to look up at me. I look at him, a hidden tear in my eye, while my hand is stroking his hair in an effort to reciprocate the gesture. You're a good son. Aww. Let's educate you. I'll educate you. Alright, we're almost there. What else can we take? Now, you know, I need more learning to increase this. So there's a 35% chance to gain 0.72 progress each month. Average development from previous early medieval era. Fascination. The learning of the current culture head. Yeah, and my learning is very low. What's this guy's learning? Because he'll probably become... Okay, we might speed things up when Seamus takes over. Ooh, although his health is poor. Oh, he's recently maimed. Hey, oh wait, are you fighting? Let's not have you fight. You're the heir to the throne. Yeah, you always fight. Don't you get to drop the kid off at the party and then do whatever? Or are they too young for that? There are some parties that are like that. This this party is like we got to go drive over to it, and um, it's people we're kind of acquaintances with, so we can't really drop them off there. But there are some parties we do get to just drop them off at and go. But unfortunately, this one isn't one of them. So that'll be my Saturday. Which kind of sucks because of the holiday, my son doesn't have soccer on Saturday. Normally I have to do that every Saturday morning. So the one day I don't have to go take him to soccer, we ended up getting a birthday party to go to. The Irish flu. Oh, man. Oh, weren't we already isolating the capital? We weren't. Let's isolate it now. You know, I do that, but... Ah, yes, here we go. A shadow over Osoroy. A walk through Osoroy reveals something deeply unpleasant. A plague has arrived in this unassuming hamlet. Everywhere one goes, one cannot escape the ceaseless noise of hacking and coughing from the infected, congealed blood straining their clothes deep crimson. Already, people are calling this affliction Irish flu. While numbers remain low, it's only a matter of time until it spreads further. You know, I definitely couldn't survive in this time period because, like, I find it annoying how many plagues there are in this game. Now imagine like living in this time period and having to actually live through all these plagues. I don't think I could survive. I can't even take the fake ones in the video game. Someone should do something. Summon the physician. I feel for you as much as a childless individual could feel for a parent, at least. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'll take it. Because most people don't feel for you. So if you feel for me, I appreciate it. The dim, flickering light in Sisuli's infirmary illuminates the scene as the physician lays out a plan of attack. Those afflicted by Irish flu are racked with a bloody cough like I've never seen before. My recommendation as a professional is that we take a light approach to prevent the spread. After all, we do not wish to hurt the economy. Ultimately, the exact strategy for preventing the spread of this plague is mine to make. Yeah, we'll do the soft approach. Oh, yeah. And now... May your humors rot in your living body. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful sight? All right, let's disband the army. What a timeline. Ireland owns Wales except for a little offshoot of it that's Jerusalem. Alright. I'm now way over my domain cap. I have a lot of titles. So it's time to start handing them out. Who should I give them to? My son? Sure. Oh, this is the guy who fought. Yeah, let's give him one. Oh, why does he not like me? I just made you landed, my guy. Alright. Alright, this earldom. Yeah, now I'm definitely giving it to my kids. Nepotism, let's go. Earlier I was moving around but listening. Was someone in here talking about CK2, or was that in the Twitch chat? That was in the Twitch chat. Yeah, we were talking about some CK2. Uh, Dove Twitch TV was in chatting about it. We started talking about it, and he was mentioning one of the DLCs that included like China and all that, which sounded pretty cool. I never played CK2, so now I'm kind of curious about it, especially since the base game is free on Steam. Man, I'm gonna have a lot of vassals. I can tell you that. Let's make sure they all like me. My acclaimed knight. Why don't you take that? Wait, why did that? Well, he had He was up to 100 in his opinion of me. What happened? The legitimacy level that vassals expect of their ruler based on their historical relationship. Okay. CK2 is amazing, but I warn you the base game is worthless. You'll need the DLC. Oh no. I was actually quite surprised by how complete CK3 is vanilla, but you should give CK2 a try. I think it's a decent bit better, but different strokes and whatnot. Yeah. Well, not vanilla, but modless. Yeah, DLC less. Yeah. Yeah, see, I remember people said that about Victoria 3 for a period of time, like, um, oh, Vicky 2 is better, I'll just play that. And it's interesting because the way Paradox makes their games, it's at this point in time we all know they're going to be doing DLC for like 10 years or basically, right? So I feel like they make the game with the idea that, well, we'll add this in a future DLC, we'll add that in a future DLC. So I feel like when you compare a game to its predecessor, like CK3 to CK2 or Vicky 3 to Vicky 2, like it's an unfair comparison because Crusader Kings 2 and Victoria 2 are like they've completed their life cycle. So that you're comparing the entire life cycle and all the DLC of the game to a game that's still in the midst of its life cycle. And you could make the case that because I know there's a lot of criticism of Paradox and all the DLC stuff, like don't have all the DLC stuff and just release a more complete game, but I feel like, when you compare the game to its predecessors, it's kind of unfair because the predecessors we have the complete version of it. I think every Paradox game isn't a complete version until you've reached the end of its life cycle, unfortunately. Like, um, when EU5 comes out next month, I guarantee you the EU5 Reddit is going to be about, oh my god, I'm going back to EU4. It's so much better. It's like, yeah, well, EU4 is completed now. Wait, what's Oh. Whew. I thought I was like losing land there for a second. Okay. Alright, who else likes me? Oh yeah, my Chancellor. Why don't you get some land? God, I still gotta give away 4 titles. Give away all these earldoms. Oh yeah, my son Darth Aiden. Yeah, you take that. And he's sick. Everybody's sick. A knight. Alright, 2 more. Uh, Honestly, a good point. I get annoyed by the, I guess, whiplash. Like, people barely try the new one. Yeah, and then drop takes, like that immediately. But as you say, one is clearly going to be better just because it's gone a lifetime of DLC and tuning. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's still a valid point. Like, in the end, if a game is better than the other, then it's just better. But I always feel I find it interesting when people go backwards on games, right? Like for instance, we have the situation with Civilization right now. If you look, like, there's more people playing Civ 6 now than Civ 7 because Civ 7 is bombed so much. Like, that's interesting. But there's also a bunch of people still playing Civ 5. And I've even seen some people streaming like Civ 3. I guess for me, and I get this is just a personal thing, I don't know how you go backwards in versions like that, you know? Like, it's one thing to just, like, pull the game up and be like, oh man, remember this one? Let's play it for a little bit. But I can't imagine, like, going going like 2 generations back on a game and being like the thing you're playing, you know? I think in Vicky's case, it's clear 3 is already way better. Yeah, there's so much stuff people just don't do in Vic 2 because it's useless or broken. Yeah, yeah. I find too, and I say this hesitantly because I don't want to sound like, like a jerk at all, but like I do feel like a lot of times the criticisms people have of Victoria 3 is because they don't understand something about the game. Um, like, there's a lot of times where you read posts about the game like, this game is unplayable. I tried to do blah, 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 and I couldn't. Or then this happened, and I'm like, yeah, because you ignored this other mechanic, you know? It would seem the moderate approach has proven successful, with a slow in spread of the disease symptoms among the commoners. Though the impact is quite minimal, it should at least grant more time to work on a more permanent solution. Alright, you know what? Let's take a look at all the vassals. Oh, this guy. Yeah, that guy, he doesn't like me. Who is this? This is one of my vassals? Personally, I find older games trade good graphics for depth, which I'm a sucker for. I think this is the case with CK2 versus CK3, actually. That's why I always go back to the older games at least. Yeah. So the convo we were having on the Twitch chat earlier, and I found this interesting because I've never played Crusader Kings 2. Was saying that this game is much more RP than CK2 was, which I find interesting because um, having only played this one, I can't imagine Crusader Kings not being so RP heavy like this is. Dude, not even being a jerk, you're so right. I like when someone points it out and the person just tries to hate on the game more. Yeah, I know, right? They're always like, "Oh, well then that's stupid." And I'm like, well, okay, fine. If you think it's stupid, but that's how it is and we all love it. You can poo-poo on the parade all you want, but we're all going to play it. People especially people, especially GSG people, can be quite strange. I heard that and I disagree. Yeah. I love too when people actually type the comment, "This game is unplayable." Like, there's a lot of people who type that as a joke, but I find it interesting how much people say things like that seriously still, because it's such a funny thing to say at this point. Oh, the coronation! Oh, the coronation of the new King of England. Greetings, High King Shananel of Ireland. You are cordially invited to join me and the rest of the realm at Rochester for my upcoming coronation. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, why not just go this way? Why not just go through, like, my own land? I forget, how do I... Yeah, customize route. So, Dublin... Oh, we have such low control. I feel CK3 has more on the map RPing with traveling and building, and that's amazing. But CK2 is much better for RP. Oh, interesting. The recent Legends DLC is just a worse ripoff of Bloodlines from CK2. That's fascinating. Okay. Jeez. Okay, I can see why they were making the route go this way. Not as much danger. Alright, yeah, I won't customize the route. That seems to be the best way to do it. Yes. Let's hire mercenary guards. And so this is a straight. Will I get there in time? Oh, I will. Okay. Yes, let's do this then. We'll just do this. Me too. People seem to think any Vicky 3 mechanic against GDP explosion makes it unplayable. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so funny too, the phrase, like, this game is unplayable. Yeah, and that's the thing too, there's so many Vicky 3 players that act like the only thing to do in the game is GDP growth. I mean, it is a major aspect of the game, and you can definitely do like a run focus on GDP. But there are many things to focus on in the game. I heard someone say the day that that 1.10 came out, they were seeing all these like GDP growth people like crashing and burning because they weren't paying attention to the happiness of their cultures. It made me a little happy. Not happy, I won't say happy. I don't hate on people for GDP growth. I've done runs like that, but I do enjoy that it makes it a little bit more difficult. While traversing a challenging path in Oriel, I heard laughter ahead. My personal physician, Sisule, and my caravan master, Emmer, are working together to cross a narrow, rocky watercourse. Sisule, your idea to build a makeshift bridge was brilliant, exclaims Emmer. Sisule replies with a chuckle, and your quick thinking with those long grasses tied it all together. It seems as if this obstacle had led to a new friendship. Sure, sounds good. There we go. I need the chair to go down a little bit here. Oh, the dagger. Do I have the brooch? Morsel of David. Is there anything I'm not wearing? Box of dog bones. Oh, yeah, I gotta repair this. Let's repair this. Hey, I'm still Team GDP growth, but it's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. I mean, it's like... It's definitely like one of the main... Now I want to put the chair back up. It's definitely one of the, like, main things to do in the game in terms of goals. I think, though, there's a difference between somebody whose play style is GDP growth and someone who acts like the only point of the game is GDP growth, you know? I think that's a little bit different. Because clearly the game mechanics, you do need to grow your GDP in order to do many things in it. But I don't think it's like the only goal of the game. I have finally arrived at Canterbury for the coronation. Love or hate the king, none can deny the feeling of importance shared between we who shall stand witness. I have something else going on there? Okay. The gathering is as grand as expected. Faces familiar and foreign mingle, and I hear greetings just warm enough to be polite. When the host speaks, the room quiets out of instinct. My friends, my vassals, my kin, your presence honors me more than my crown could. Until the ceremony begins, eat, drink, speak freely, and know that I see each of you and will not forget who stood here with me today. What's this guy's name again? King Herweird the Generous. Okay. A kind promise or a quiet warning, depending on how one chooses to hear it. The courtyard of Canterbury shines with a golden glow. A breeze shakes the leaves as the guests drift below them. Chananel, I turn around to find my friend Godfrey calling my name. With a wide smile, he practically trots towards me. Friend, he yells, so good to see you. Yeah, I don't need any favors. Oh, look at my stress level went down a lot. Again, eager reveler. I gain that. I lose stress. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, what is my intent? Oh, bear witness. So yeah, I can't change it now. How's this DLC? I didn't see much about it after the initial release controversy. Yeah, a lot of people... Here's what I don't get. A lot of people said, like, it didn't work, it crashed and all that, but I did a stream of this run with this DLC. I think it was like a day after the launch. And it seemed to work fine. I haven't had any issues with it. So it was fine to me. And it, it adds another thing to it. I mean, a coronation is like a big event, so it makes sense. So I think it's cool. It's not like earth-shattering, like All Under Heaven is probably going to be, but it's a cool little addition, I would say. And I didn't find as much problems with it, though I will say I don't play it as much as I would like Victoria 3, and I would catch things with that. So, but the little bit that I have played it, I haven't had any issues. So yeah, I guess my stance on it is, yeah, it's cool, it's fine. There he is. Malnectin points at our host. King Hereweird standing alone, finally. This is our chance. What got this name? Malsnectin insists. We are here to stand in witness and support his coronation. It is only fair that we get something in return. Ooh, cultural acceptance. We do it in the presence of God. Yeah, I got plenty of God points. Oh, I could, I think I can use legitimacy. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely use it. Let's take that. Guests of the coronation of my acquaintance King Hereweird are pouring in, all giving minor oaths thanks to their invitations and pledges of fealty or support. Soon it shall be my turn. Must I stand out from the crowd? Must I use my brief audience to convince the king of my worthiness? Reeve Bjorn could be turned to King Hereward. I don't even know what that means. Is that a person? Oh, it's a person. I could gain some more legitimacy. My spy. What a thing to say. My spies will be at your disposal. Yeah, I got plenty of prestige points. Yeah, let's do this. Alright, look at that. So to get to this level, we need 180. Okay. Good High King. I turn around to find King Hereweird next to a nervous woman. You know that I cherish you, and it would bring me great joy to help you. Here, I offer you the first and best of my women. What? Hereswith. Does everybody's name now in England start with here? My well-accomplished court musician. Oh, is she actually, like, hunched? Oh, she's a hunchback. Okay. May this serve as the start of a friendship between our houses. Court Jester. She's warlike. Oh my god. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, what? What is that? Are you pointing to your previous comment? How's the DLC? Is that what that is? Hi, King Shannon. King Hereward calls for me with a big smile. Next to him stands another guest, an earl that I am not acquainted with. Who's this? Earl Robert III, the poet of White. Oh, this is Earl Robert. God, maybe YouTube does suck. I asked... Oh, yeah, no, that didn't come across for some reason. What is... You know, Maximilian was having a problem with that earlier, too. It, like, doesn't... Ah, wait. There it is. So when I go to my YouTube studio, I see your comment. But on Streamlabs here, for some reason the comment didn't go through. Okay. No, it's a Streamlabs issue, not a YouTube issue. So all Under Heaven is like this going to be this massive DLC that's going to expand the map to include all of China and Japan, and then there's going to be like a bunch of like new stuff for that. So basically, the whole right side of the map is going to expand. So it's supposed to be really cool. And that was kind of the controversy with Coronations. Coronations came out and everybody said it was like crashing their game, and the response that they released was basically like, "Oh man, sorry. Yeah, we're focusing so much on All Under Heaven, so whoops." It was like what the hell? Like that's not a valid response. Oh, sorry, the DLC we just made you pay for didn't work. We're focusing on the next one. Like what the hell? But yeah, whoa. Yeah, like it's supposed to be great. I'm really excited to do some feudal Japan runs. This is Earl Robert King. Hereward introduces him. I believe you two would find much common ground. The nature of charm and charisma, perhaps. Yeah, no, I'd rather the king become my friend. Paradox is lucky I love them. I know, right? Oh, Paradox. Man, China was only off map in CK2. That's gonna be cooked. But I think I too am more interested in a Japan run. How fleshed out is Japan? Or is China the focus? Honestly, it kind of sounds like they're both the focus. It doesn't, at least in my impression, it doesn't seem like here's China and then oh, and Japan's added on. Like it does kind of seem like they're focusing on both of them. Now I have to say I have found a lot of the response from people to be like more a majority of oh I can't wait to play in China. Um, so I feel like everybody is kind of looking forward for China, which is all. I mean, don't get me wrong, like it's gonna be cool to play in China, but I don't know. There's something about feudal Japan that seems pretty cool. So yeah, it seems to be like equally focused. King Herod takes a second to observe the crowd, shuffling from foot to foot. The voices of the courtiers have become as constant as the chirping of birds, and I have no doubt that Prince Edwine intends to join them. Good High King, he says, sliding up to me. May I be so bold as to ask what are your thoughts on the celebration? I have no doubt that King Hereward's rule will be one of love and justice. They will call us fortunate for having been here. Yeah, let's do that. All preparations are complete. The meager ceremonial assembly awaits in Canterbury's High Church. In cold silence, King Hereward's procession parts the crowd, and my retinue follows in our honorary place. Some townsfolk stare up at us blankly. Others mutter derision. One howls out, "The false king!" What? Oh, about him. That was about us. And the mob surges forth, barely held back by the few men-at-arms lining the way. Wow, that's not good. Until the bishops, the English nobility, and the common people have all acted their customary part, Hereward is no true king. His rule cannot be just without their acceptance of it. First, the priests. Theirs is a call for the king to honor their holy rights, and to defend the faithful. Hereward assents. Then the elders of Canterbury stare at the king in awe, as the masses outside exalt his royal name. Hereward's vassals stalk forward darkly. Most of them hardly bother with the words of loyalty amidst their gestures of fate. The ceremony continues on and on. The king deserves better. Hey, Laplace, good morning, good morning. How you doing, my friend? How's everything going? Since the last time I saw you, which was earlier today for me, but yesterday I think for you. The final sacral moment draws near. But first, the anointing, the mark of King Hereward's mandate from God. Athelstan himself bears the holy oil. Athelstan, the shepherd of England, marks Hereward with the sacred golden oil. On his hands, his head, his breast, his shoulders, and the bends of his arms, a blessing for prophets, priests, and monarchs. The king's skin shines with the very approval of God. You froze there for a sec, but yeah, I feel the same. I hope they have some type of good daimyo system set up. I'll have to read on it. Thought both will be fun to navigate dynastic wise. Yeah, dynastic wise. Yeah, and I think too. They were smart to expand the map, because I feel like, you know, I don't remember when, but I feel like this game came out before. Yeah, this game definitely came out before Vicky 2. When did Crusader Kings III come out? Oh my god, yes, 2020. So it's 5 years old. So yeah, at this point, I think everybody has like played everything they're going to play on the map. So it makes sense you now add more to the map. Forth come the royal symbols. The old sword is girded to Hereward's hip. The gaunty jewels, the worn mantles are placed upon him. Even the surly host of his kingdom, the lords, bishops, and knights of that miserable land, even they are moved to mutter the final prayers and give the last God behold our king. Graced by royal treasures, Hereward kneels, just this one final time. For the King of England, the king he is about to truly become, he bows only to God. I will say these coronations do take a while. With the rights of the king enthroning complete, the royal consort is now to be properly instated as queen. King Hereward's wife conducts the rituals with distinctive determination. Her lowly breeding is betrayed somewhat when Ida fumbles with the more obscure vows of fealty to the Lord. Aww. Before long, and with great ceremony, Ida's crown is laid on her head for the first time. Kingdom of England acclaims their queen. I did just realize the DLC comes out a day before the Outer Worlds 2. Oh, really? Gotta make a business call. There are so many games coming out, like, in the next like couple of weeks. Let me look at. I'm looking at a calendar here. So yeah, so 1, 2. So in 3 weeks, on the 28th, we have Crusader Kings III DLC. So I guess Outer Worlds 2, you said. Then the next week, EU5 comes out, and then the week after that Anno 117 comes out. Will you stream it, you think? Yes, I will. I think what I'm going to do is, looking at the schedule here, we're going to do two more episodes of this Ireland run after today. So the Thursday, the October 30th, will be 2 days after it comes out. So that Thursday night stream will be the new DLC. So we won't be doing the Ireland one anymore. Then the next week EU5 comes out. So I'll move CK3 to Friday on November 7th. And that'll be another All Under Heaven stream. And I think that's what we'll do. So I think I'll do 2 sessions with All Under Heaven. National Guard in city. You guys want a Civil War 2.0. Which city? Portland? Yeah, there's National Guard in Portland right now. Although the people of Portland have been making some great work of it. Even Battlefield 6 comes out tomorrow. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, but I'll skip that for a while. Jeez, that gives you 7 days for the DLC and 8 days for me to complete an entire game. Based on when EU5 comes out. I know, there's just so many games coming out. So many games coming out, all while we gotta work and do our other stuff in life. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the other day I had to sit down and work out my streaming schedule. I'm like, I gotta figure this out because there's a lot of games coming out. I've never planned my schedule this far in advance. All right, Hereward stands by himself in front of the crowd as all await his oath. A ruler must do more than defend borders. They must make life worth living with them. I will guard the peace, tend the realm, and plan not for war but for growth. From Middlesex, I will see England through a new golden age. Yeah, because I do want to stream the new Anno 117. But that comes out, I forget, it's like the week after EU5. I think it's the 11th. So Friday the 14th, I'll start a new Anno 117 series. The formalities have ended, and with them, the stillness that held the gathering in place. A few murmurs rise as the host stands again, this time to mark the end of ceremony and the start of something more relaxed. They raise their voice just enough to carry. My friends, the rites are complete. Let the tables be filled, let the cups be raised, and let this hall remember joy as well as duty. The words are well received, and for the first time all day, the gathering starts to feel like a celebration. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Me and Max still waiting for the Suzerain run. I forgot about that. See, there's too many games coming out. I finally loaded up Suzerain this weekend to start going through it and, like, get an idea of it. I didn't get too far. But, yeah. There's just so much... There's so much to play and stream. But this weekend, I did start getting acquainted with it. It seems interesting. Oh, another freeze? Damn it. It might be me. I had a major problem in the earlier stream today. Alright, YouTube is telling me I have an excellent connection right now. So maybe not. So maybe it's not me, but I did have major problem earlier today, so I'm not going to definitely say it's not on my end. All right. Man, these coronations. Well, I say these coronations take a long time, but I am sitting here talking in between everything. My main dish arrives. This piece de resistance will be remembered by the great and the good. As our host cuts into the meat, my hunger turns to ash in my mouth, the roast spewing blood across the table. The banquet is made a battlefield. I fight the urge to gag as whispers of disgust rise around me. Wait, I don't get what I did wrong here. My hunger turns to ash. The roast spewing blood across... Oh, I guess it's undercooked. Looks good enough for me. Oh, no. 10% chance I get ill. Yeah, I don't need any more stress. Okay. Good. I didn't get sick. I've already cleared the whole week, including work for EU5. I'm a bit ashamed. I'll one-up you on that one. I'll one-up you. Oh, well, okay, I'll kind of one-up you. So my kids have off that day. The day that EU5 comes out, it's election day here in the United States. So my wife is off from work that day. Mainly because my kids are off of work that day. But she told me she kind of took off of work that day because she knows EU5 is coming out and I'm not going to want to like deal with the kids all day. I was very appreciative. Oh my god, I thought you were going to... I forgot you were going to play Suzerain. Yeah, I got to learn Suzerain first. Last night or last morning is very weird. Stream, yeah, going green, and you sound like Ice Age 3, yeah. I had to go in earlier today and cut that out of the VOD. The VOD, well, the VOD did catch it, but I cut it out. Because I'm a professional. The scene where Manny, Diego, and the rodent choking, the laughing, killing gas. That is, I know, that is pretty sweet, right? I was like, oh, I didn't know you're doing that. It's very nice. Unconcerned with my etiquette, my friend, although I probably shouldn't have said that. Who knows if people from her jobs are like CK3 fans and watching this. That would be a plot twist. Unconcerned with my etiquette, my friend King Hereward slaps me on the back. I mean it, he exclaims. I'll do anything you ask of me. Anything at all. Ask me and it's done. Okay, how about you give me England? I can smell the alcohol on Hereward's breath. But the promise has been noted by every guest present. Oh, hell yeah, we'll take a weak hook on the King of England. I take it back. These coronations are perfect. Your Highness, starts Earl Mauger of Hampshire. A distinct odor following him to my table. You must meet this most interesting man. He has brought delightful and exotic Saracen cakes back from his adventures on Crusade. He's the most interesting man in the world. He brought cakes. Well, what could it hurt? All right. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my acquaintance Earl Henry goes on and on about friendship. And that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my lord? No, oh, yeah, look, I'll get one learning. I do need more learning. I am the head of the Irish culture. Hi, King Shananel. My acquaintance Prince Edwin calls my name. My dear brother Hereward speaks fondly of you. He proudly says, taking a sip of his wine, I have been looking forward to feasting with you. Yeah, let's do that. I made a friend. Celebrations are nearing their end. There were many whispers about the chaos, the tension, the slapdash amenities. I may stand now with slanders ringing in my ears and old, soured food in my belly, but all that matters is I am finally a proper High King. Alright. Nice. Alright, so we're at 2 hours here, so we're going to take a quick break. 30 sec or not 30 seconds, 90 seconds, so that we don't get hit by ads, and we will be right back. Wrong overlay. And we're back. Alright. And we're back. Alright, let's get home, huh? Oh, who was it? Oh no, Darth Aiden! Oh no! Oh, this is another very cool YouTuber, Darth Aiden, was on the stream when this guy was born, and I told him I would name the kid after him, and I did, and he only made it to the age of 15. Aw. Sickness and pestilence continues its harrowing march through Ireland, laying low peasant and noble alike. That brutal, indiscriminate truth rarely lays itself bare until moments like these. My stomach twists and writhes in silent agony as the body of my son Darth Aiden is borne past me. Physicians and healers worked from dawn until dusk to save him, but their grim faces told everyone more than they would say. So young, so full of promise, So many more left to die like this. God deliver us. Damn. You know, I gave him some titles. I wonder what happened to it. As I am looking through the market stalls in Soothwark, I feel my purse string cut. Despite my immediate reaction, the thief disappears in the crowd. Only through pure coincidence, one of my guards sees the man as he heads into a back alley. "Stop, or I'll have your head," one of my guards shouts at him, and the thief turns around, giving us an angry, shifty stare. I have a job for you. What? Ooh. Look at that intrigue. Oh, you're not better than my current one, though. Sorry, buddy. You think you can steal from me? I lose 20 stress. Now let's get some dread gain. Oh, one of my counselors died? No. As we pass through the market of Eskefeld, we hear a loud yell and stumble into an ongoing tussle between two men, tightly observed by a group of people. The crowd cheers profusely as one of them is swept off his feet, face planted solemnly in the dirt, thus concluding the match. "Who's next?" the man yells into the crowd, and his eyes land on our group. His face splits into a malicious grin as he looks at us. Ooh, I could gain quite a bit of money from it. Or I could lose a little bit of coin. Hey, I win the duel. Alright. Our upgrade... Oh, we can upgrade the legend. So what did that do? Gain access to the... consolidate the kingdom decision, allowing you to immediately de jure drift a kingdom into your realm. Gain access to the legendary palace option. You will gain a claim on every existing title. I gained 450 legitimacy. Okay. Oh, and I got a perk. Divided at 10. Oh, now my domain limit goes up. I wish I had that before I gave away all these titles. In there. Wait, how am I only at 97? I feel like it went down a little bit. Short rain duration, plus 75%. I haven't been raining for a short time. Yeah, we really need to up this. Fishing friends. Not a day goes by in Galloway when I don't run into a fisherman who has a new piece of information to give me, whether it be on the type of bait to use, where to fish, or even how to prepare the fish once they are caught. I even get a chance to fish myself, with the fishermen showing me the tips and tricks. They all applaud when I finally catch one. Now let's take this one. right. Who's this? At the foot of a particularly imposing hill fort in Oriel, a group of children play at warriors, their laughter a counterpoint to the solemnity of the stone. One child, bold and bright-eyed, approaches with a wooden sword. Halt! No one may pass the fort of Einbrkalek and his charming band, the child exclaims gleefully. Oh, wait. Are you a high king? A famous visitor. Ooh, some development growth. Okay. Brave defenders, tell us the quickest way through these hills. And yeah, let's do this. We'll get a famous visitor for 10 years, get the development growth to go up. Call of the road. Since leaving home nearly half a year ago, I have seen highs and lows, reveled in the wind blowing through my hair, and lamented the rocks in my boots. There are so many places, so many things I have yet to see. Out there on the open road, I feel free of the confinement of court, if only for a little while. The roads are full of pilgrims and wanderers. Perhaps it is among them that I will find peace of mind. Oh, I get the trait Traveler. Okay. Finally, at long last, I'm finally home. There is nothing better than arriving back in Dublin after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onward. My caravan master, Emma, reports that we have journeyed for 349 days and traversed 51 baronies. Yikes. Oh, I got one of my titles back. Who died? Lady Mayor. What a title. The Lady Mayor. Or also known as Mayor. Alright, I need a steward. Alright, yep. One of my vassals will use you. Is this what the king is gonna say? Oh, what is this? Wait, oh. Are there two different kings of England? Wait, he's the prince? What happened? Hey, Jabba, hello, hello. End of the month it's all under heaven time. Can't wait. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Cannot wait, right? I'm gonna do 2 streaming sessions with All Under Heaven when it comes out. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I am very much looking forward to the Japan end of it, doing some feudal Japan runs. I have no idea what just happened. I literally just got back from this guy's coronation as the King of England, but this is the king. That's weird. Maybe this is one of those bugs with coronations. How have I not? Jerusalem. Yeah, I know. Jerusalem's up here. So, okay, so what happened was we had fought the Crusades, and when my main guy, Ian Hamcuts, I had set my older sister, Stefania, as the beneficiary. We won the Crusades. I finished first. So my sister, Stefania, became the Queen of Jerusalem. over here. Now, her daughter, my niece... Yeah, her daughter, my niece, was married off and became the queen of over here. When she died, she inherited the titles of Jerusalem, but because, I guess, those are higher titles, this became Jerusalem. Yeah. So we have... and I did a holy war for the Kingdom of Wales. So, yeah, Ireland took over Wales, and part of Wales is Jerusalem now. I'm going to go as China and conquer Japan and Korea, and hopefully keep the realm stable. Yeah, there you go. That's going to be cool, right? I forgot about that. Maybe as Japan, I'll take Korea. Yeah, I can't wait to play as both of them. China in one run, and then Japan in another. That's hilarious. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, Crusader Kings III, how we love you. So there's another coronation or a grand tournament. To the worthless High King Shana now. Who the what? Oh, it's all the way over there? No, thank you. And who's this? Yeah, this is that new king. Like, I don't know how that happened. I'm not going to your coronation. Just got back from it. Any response jihads for Jerusalem yet? No, I feel like last episode there was a call for jihad. But I don't remember any actual war popping off. Yeah, so I don't know. Oh, what's this? My caravan master Emmer is transcribing a mighty endeavor for ham cuts to parchment as I dictated to her once more. But as I recount the very beginning of the tale, she ceases committing my words to the parchment. I cannot help but notice something missing here, my High King. Did High King Ian not meet with a mystical woman in the barony of Luminac? Did said woman not rise from the waters and give High King Ian a divine mission? Ah, yes, how could I have forgotten about that one? Nonsense, I forged it myself. Yeah, let's do that. Oh my god, another coronation. I call in our alliance to join me in a peasant uprising. Alright, fine. Oh my lordzos. Alright, we're off to another one of those. So, alright, let's let these guys... Let's split them in half. You guys can disband. Where's that guy that doesn't like me? Yeah, you go there. Peasant uprising in this economy. Yeah, exactly. The economy is never right for a peasant uprising. Can you give me a pointer how hard the economy and military in CK? I don't think it's too hard. Another call to war. All right, let me answer this call to war, and we'll look at the military. To the benevolent High King Shananel of Ireland, I call you to honor our alliance and join me in my Iceland invasion of the Kingdom of Norway. The blaring of war horns have reached me here in Cumberland as I am attending High King Shananel of Ireland's coronation. What? See, yeah, it's still kind of bugged. I have been summoned to aid in the war between Jarl Garen and King Olaf. So with military, it's basically like, so you have these men-at-arms, and then you have your levies. Your army is really, their strength is really based on your men-at-arms here. The levies are basically like the peasants who get recruited into the army when you need them, and so they're kind of like, they fill out the army in terms of numbers, but they're useless. So the quality of your army depends on these things. And basically, you'll see like, so we have pikemen. Pikemen is a type of spearmen, and it counters these types, light cavalry, heavy cavalry, all those things. So when you're fighting somebody, like if we actually look at the peasant uprising here, like if you're actually planning out oh, they're all levies, yeah, that makes sense. If you're actually planning out a war, you want to look at, do you have units to counter what units they have? And so you want to have as many men-at-arms as possible, but it costs you money to just have them. So there, yeah, you can see here, like for this unit alone, we pay 0.6 a month just to have them unraised. And then when they're raised, it like goes up quite a bit. And so that along with your commander and their commander advantage will give you some type of advantage in war. Yeah, exactly. It's like rock, paper, scissors, exactly like that. And so that's what it is. And then there's some more intricate things they've added, like you can station people in a certain town and then build buildings that help them. So like in Dublin, come on, let me pick Dublin. We have bastions and curtain walls, and so if we station heavy cavalry here, they get like bonuses. So that's the military basically. And then the economy, so the places that you personally own, so you have like Dublin, you have these buildings that you can build, and so they give you certain benefits. So like the fishery trade port here gives us this extra amount of taxes a month. And then you want the development to go up, because as the development goes up, like taxes and levies go up. And so that's kind of how the economy works. There's no trade or anything like that in the game. You don't trade with people. I have finally arrived at Carlisle for the coronation. King Edwine is known to be fond of me. Let his reign prove fruitful for us both, or at least myself. Let's not get too close to him. This guy is sick. Let's not bring something back home. I like that stationing feature. Not a huge deal, but nice nonetheless. Yeah, I think so too. And it gives an added level of like strategy in terms of what buildings are you going to build in what city. So that like I'll station this unit here, I'll station a different unit in the other one. The gathering is as grand as expected. Faces familiar and foreign mingle, and I hear greetings just warm enough to be polite. When the host speaks, the room quiets out of instinct. My friends, my vassals, my kin, your presence honors me more than any crown could. Until the ceremony begins, eat, drink, speak freely, and know that I see each of you and will not forget who stood here with me today. A kind promise or a quiet warning, depending on how one chooses to see it. Also, so like when you're fighting, oh yeah, like we're fighting here. Each the terrain plays a factor as well. So what's the terrain here? I forget where you see it. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we're on plains. And so some units have like more of an advantage in plains. So like we look here. So pikemen have an advantage of toughness in mountains, desert mountains, and hills. So you also have these things to think about when you're making your armies up. There he is. Fingal points at our host, King Edwine standing alone. Finally, this is our chance, Fingal insists. We are here to stand in witness and support his coronation. It is only fair that we get something in return. Hey, Mauricio, hello, hello. Hi, Ham, and everybody. How is the conquest going? Going well. We own most of Wales. Jerusalem owns the other portion of Wales. That's how that happened. Oh, it's the infamous coronation DLC. Yeah, yep, it is. This is it. We haven't had too much trouble with it, to be honest. But yeah, some of the events are kind of the wording is kind of bugged a little bit. But all in all, I'd say actually it's been fine. Guests of the coronation of my friend King Edwine are pouring in, all giving minor oaths, thanks for their invitations and pledges of fealty or support. Soon it shall be my turn. Must I stand out from the crowd? Must I use my brief audience to convince the king of my worthiness? Alright, let's do that. Wales avoided England, but they landed on the Irish Empire timeline. Yep, that's right. Little did they know. Poor Wales. Poor Wales. Hi, King Shananel. King Edwin calls for me from with a big smile. Next to him stands another guest, a duchess that I am not acquainted with. This is Duchess Bjorthfled. King Edwine introduces her. I believe you two would find much common ground. The best daggersmiths in the realm, perhaps. Yeah, sorry, I care about the king. How is the war going? I finally managed to leave the other guests behind and enter the in search of a quiet moment. The altar to God shines dimly, illuminated by a dozen candles. A fragrant silence fills the cold walls. To my right, a mural of St. Matthew offers me a stern look. To the left, the tincture that once was Jesus is fading slowly, his smile almost imperceptible. Whoa. Hmm. A prayer for wealth. Alright, let's do that. We got alright, we got the siege going on. King Edwine takes a second to observe the crowd, running a hand through his hair. The voices of the courtiers have become as constant as the chirping of birds, and I have no doubt that Earl Mauger intends to join them. Good High King, he says, sliding up to me. May I be so bold as to ask, what are your thoughts on the celebration? I have no doubt that King Edwine's rule will be one of love and justice. Yeah, let's do that. The scandal. My niece, Queen Nulina, has been showing the signs of pregnancy for some time now, and everyone thought that her husband, Duke Herman, was the father of the child. Now it has become clear that the real father-to-be is none other than High Chieftain Khalil. What? If only it could have stayed a secret. I am flabbergasted. I stand at the threshold ready to lead the coronation procession when Emma barges forward and scoffs. My service to the crown demands I take precedence. Her rude challenge disturbs the sanctity of our preparations. Yeah, back away. Victory in the peasant uprising. So, wait, what are we fighting now? Oh, yeah. We have this war going on. So where is that war taking place? Is there really no soldiers fighting? Alright, you guys go take that, I guess? That's kind of weird. Oh no, where'd my coronation event go? How do I get it back? Oh, here we go. This game makes me fear marriage because it looks like everyone and their mothers are cheating. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what happens in this. Or at least somebody is always trying to seduce you in some way. All preparations are complete. The great ceremonial assembly now awaits in Carlisle's High Church. To cheers and exultation, King Edwin's procession parts the crowd, and my retinue follows in our honorary place. Peasants team forth for a glimpse of the soon-to-be king. Atop their parents' shoulders amidst the multitude, Scott's children's grin. Oh yeah, you know, I remember the previous guy who was there for like 5 seconds. Everyone thought he was an illegitimate king. Until the bishops, the English nobility, and the common people have all acted their customary part, Edwin is no true king. His rule cannot be just without their acceptance of it. First, the priests. Theirs is a call for the king to honor their holy rights and to defend the faithful. Edwin assents. Then the elders of Carlisle stare at the king in awe as the masses outside exalt his royal name. Edwin's vassals step forth to support themselves. Most glow with hope and truthfully swear their loyalty and love. The ceremony continues on and on. The final sacral moment draws near, but first, the anointing. The mark of King Edwin's mandate from God. Fingal himself bears the holy oil. Fingal, the shepherd of England, marks Edwin with the sacred golden oil on his hands, his head, his breast, his shoulders, and the bends of his arms, a blessing for prophets, priests, and monarchs. The king's skin shines with the very approval of God. I will say about the coronation stuff, like, the events are all very repetitive. We've done a couple of these coronations now, and all of this is pretty much the same. I wonder, like, if you go to other cultures and stuff, if there's different, just like a different script. Because right now, this is all pretty repetitive. Forth come the royal symbols. The glittering sword is girded to Edwin's hip, the scepter of sovereign authority taken up in his hand. His fingers wrap round the globus cruciger, and his body come the arm hills of the palladium. The prayers rumble on. Graced by royal treasures, Edwin kneels. Just this one final time. For the King of England, the king he is about to truly become, he bows only to God. With the rights of the king enthroning complete, the royal consort is now to be properly instated as queen. King Edwin's wife conducts the rituals with distinctive determination. A daughter of the de Shipri, Emma's resolutely delivered words bear the marks of her noble Norman background. Before long and with great ceremony, Emma's crown is laid on her head. For the first time, King of England acclaims their queen. Or, Kingdom of England acclaims their queen. Edwin stands by himself in front of the crowd as all await his oath. For too long, lands that belong to England have suffered the rule of lesser hands, of those who mistook possession for legitimacy. That ends now. From Cornwall, they will know true governance by me. The formalities have ended, and with them, the stillness that held the gathering in place. A few murmurs rise as the host stands again, this time to mark the end of ceremony and the start of something more relaxed. They raise their voice just enough to carry. My friends, the rites are complete. Let the tables be filled, let the cups be raised, and let this hall remember joy as well as duty. The words are well received, and for the first time all day, the gathering starts to feel like a celebration. Your Highness starts Endilion. Oh, Endilion. A commoner from England. A distinct odor following her to my table. You must meet this most interesting man. He's brought delightful and exotic Saracen cakes back from his adventures on Crusade. See, even this event about bringing back some cakes is redone. There is nothing like a feast. It reminds us all of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. You are something special, Chananel, Queen Emma tells me. Muriel and Earl Robert nod their heads in agreement. I just do what feels right. Oh, I'm such a do-gooder. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Earl Henry. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with him. Okay. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my friend Earl Godfrey goes on and on about various poisons and their application. And that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I am not boring you, my lord? You kind of are. Yeah, we'll take more learning. What is my learning up to? 9. Yeah, these do feel a bit repetitive. When you visit other ones, you get legitimacy. No, I'm pretty much getting the same stuff. It's pretty much like the same exact script, right? The pleading gaze I receive from my acquaintance in Dubhlinn is taking on a desperate tone. A group of guests are approaching the corner she has hid in all evening, and the walls are hindering her escape. To think my acquaintance would act in such a way. Yeah, and I think this might be some of the things that people were complaining about, and maybe part of what was in reference when they were like, the devs were like, "Oh, sorry, we're focusing on the bigger DLC, that there's not enough content in this one." Even though the mechanic itself is very good, I mean, it makes sense. Just, I wish there was some variance to these coronations. I am a proper High King now. My coronation proved worthy of my rank. A fine spectacle for the guests, many of whom still linger in hopes of a few final royal words. Alright, we did good. Alright, so we're about to land in this war that nobody seems to be fighting. At long last, I'm finally home. There's nothing better than arriving back in Dublin after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onward. My caravan master, Emmer, reports that we have journeyed for 217 days and traversed 19 baronies. Oh my god, everybody's going to war. Who's this guy? Alright, let's raise the rest of the army then. But we're not going to send our best knight. It is my right and responsibility to determine what coinage is to be used throughout all of Ireland. The choices I make will determine how the coinage, and by extension my realm, is seen throughout the world. Ooh, I do want that development growth. Ah, yes, the big Irish invasion of Norway. Yeah. At the same time that Jerusalem rule of Wales, just like the history books say. Exactly, right? We all remember that part of the history books. Alright, let's send that guy. Uh-oh. We're about to get rocked. Wait, I have no commander? What happened there? Whole army just kind of disappeared. I guess I switched the commander. I didn't want to do that. Why do you have some of your men-at-arms unstationed? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I can't station them all. Because you can only station at certain places. But I feel like I'm constantly restationing. Like, I don't know why it doesn't stick. Oh, she's about to leave court. Well, there's nothing we really... Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't know she wasn't legitimate. Stack wipe. Yeah, a stack wipe. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to us. I have declared my daughter Kuman to be my legitimate child and a member of House Hamcuts. It has taken me a lot of thought to arrive at this conclusion, and while some might disagree, it was the right thing to do. Well, now I wonder, can I create the Kingdom of Wales? Oh, yeah. If I had 425 coin, I could. All right. So tell me, my lord, my caravan master. Emmer's voice snaps me out of my thoughts, and I find her waving her hand, the quill spilling ink over the floor. What about that time that High King Shananel defeated leader Uamachuan's de jure war? That surely is worth adding to the legend. Wait, is it all about him now? As I remember down the stairs and across the courtyard, I reach... Oh, sorry. As I promenade down the stairs and across the courtyard, I reach one of the corridors from where the servants usually watch the children. But it's not them that I find. Finchu's voice reaches me loud and clear, and I conceal myself among the stone pillars. What has High King Ian done anyway? Was there any of us there to see this so-called legend that High King Shananel so proudly makes us sing now? You there. I will cut your lips off. Okay. Oh, okay, we won that. Uh... Yeah, where do we need control? So just all down here. And not even. Wait, where are they saying we need it? We don't. Okay. Ooh, here we go. I'm about to get architect. All right. Yeah, everybody's all built up. Is our army over here yet? Oh. All right. So we've expanded into Ireland. I would like to expand into Alba before I take on England. Oh, man. All right. Well, now I have architect. I should be building. So I need 200 just to build that. Hmm. Aw, my physician died. Oh, this guy who's a jerk. Well, you have the best aptitude for it. My steward died. Everybody's dying. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I want you there. Yeah, yeah. He was your steward. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Whoops. Alright, I think we're good here. See, we need a better quality army. Why is this guy not hiring fully up? Oh, we do have a war going on. Do you want tips on managing your man-at-arms? Sure, yeah. I will take any tips in this one. Like I played this game quite a lot up to Royal Court. So I got this game right at launch and kept up with the DLCs up to Royal Court and then kind of fell off of it for a period of time. So, yeah, a lot of stuff is kind of new to me here. Or a lot of stuff is kind of fuzzy. I know I have some unstationed people, but I don't really have anywhere to station them. But I will take tips, absolutely. Oh. Wait. Do I have a guy just chilling up here? Oh yeah, what are you doing? Oh my god. We have a war out here in Egypt now? Alright, well, let's win the war with Norway first. Your man-of-arms are more a fluent thing. When you're not huge yet, you should look at the man-at-arms your opponents have encountered those. Oh, yeah, I do know that. So don't hesitate to delete regimes and building different ones. Yeah. Wait, invalidated. Oh. Oh, yeah. No. I do know that. So each thing kind of counters something else. The thing is, though, none of these wars have been anything I really care too much about. These are all like, I'm being called in by our alliances, so... I feel like if it's a war that I care about, something I need, I'll kind of tailor the army to it. If it's these call to arms by my allies, fight in Norway, fight in Jerusalem, I'm just gonna have what I have, because I don't care too much about if I lose these wars, because I'm in the end not getting anything out of them. Other than keeping my alliance alive, which, you know, I do like that. Alright, so you do your thing here. It's gonna be like 6 months. See, like, what I want to do next, maybe like the next episode, is like take over Alba. And now that I have all of that, try to go into England. And then become the Emperor of Britannia. Do you? I really hate alliances always being called into some random war. Yeah. No, it is annoying getting called into all these things. But they have helped me quite a bit. I should say. Like getting Wales here. It was quite helpful to be able to call in. It was a holy war for Wales. I called in Jerusalem, England, and Alba. And basically I got Wales out of it. So that was helpful. But yeah, I also am just kind of annoyed at how many of these like wars you get called into because of your allies. That's why I usually only send half of my army. Like right now, we've only sent half of the army to go deal with all that stuff, so that we keep half of it here in case there's something that pops up at home. Also, to also not have to pay as much of the maintenance costs for raising the armies. A word, my ward. Guest Kettle approaches me. A worried look on his face. It's about the legend. Countess Kalice Finim. God. Countess Kalek Finian. Oh, hey, pals. Hello, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's everything? He's been heard doubting it. The court gossip has started to echo her. If you don't stop it in time, I'm afraid every peasant in this realm will believe it's a lie. That's not good. Yeah, my word is stronger than hers. Let's go with that. People believe me. That's right, they do. Oh boy. All right. Well. Let's see. I think we are at a good stopping point for the night. Let's see. So we will do a raid on Twitch here. On YouTube, it's going to be a good night. But we did some good work here. We got Wales to be part of Ireland, even though Jerusalem became part of Ireland. I think next episode we start looking at Alba. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point for the night. So let's see. What am I on again? So I'll be on tomorrow night. We will be doing more of the Anno 1800 run. I'm looking at the calendar here. Is this gonna... That will be... Possibly... Oh, no. We got a couple more episodes of it. Okay. Yeah. So, tomorrow night we'll be doing more Anno 1800. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Yeah, Jabba, have a good one. Oh, Silly Billy can hello there. Can you check the state of the rest of the world so far? Sure, yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at the map. What do we got going on here? Iberia's all messed up. Ooh. The Holy Roman Empire is just like swallowing France. We have Scottish Norway, because why not? We have a million different things around here. Look at Hindustan, okay. You know, I realize now, I've never done really like an Indian run in this game. I feel like I need to do that before they expand the map out this way. Might have to do that one offline, I guess. The Bedouin Confederation. India's real good. Is it? Oh, man. Okay. I might do that one. War Elephants. Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe I'll do that one. Try to do that. Maybe an offline run just for myself. Before October 28th when the next update comes out. And then... I think doing Hindustan is fun. Starting as the Gurids. And they have lots of farmland. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I guess what, they start like right here? Yeah, the Magistracy of Delhi. Yeah, definitely gonna do that. Okay. I guess the Balkans here hasn't blown up like sometimes it does. Check the map for farmland. Really interesting run starting small. Ooh, I do love a good starting small run. You know, I really do want to do the Hindustan run in Crusader Kings or Victoria 3. There is that one as well. It's a bit confusing because I think Hindustan is the Muslim name for United India, while Bharat is what Paradox uses for the Hindu India. Oh yeah, yeah, I do know. Yeah, like Hindustan is supposed to be like the Muslim portion of India. What I should do for Crusader Kings 3 is do what I do for Victoria 3. Go look up a bunch of YouTube history videos about the region I'm about to play in before I play it. Alright. Yep. So that'll be it for tonight. But I think let's take a look here, because I think it's definitely worth doing a raid. We'll do another person doing some Crusader Kings 3. Yeah, look at this. So we have somebody who's doing... Oh, Dad's of Twitch. Oh, hell yeah. We're going to do that. All right, so we got someone doing a Rangar run here. All right, so we'll raid into this person. So, if you're on YouTube, it's a good night. Thank you everybody for hanging out, and as always, be awesome. We will be back on tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern New York time for some more Anno 1800. And if you're on Twitch, hang out and let's look at some more Crusader Kings 3. But other than that, have a good night, everybody. Hope to see you tomorrow night. I'll see you then.